Welcome back. And in our business news, deals worth 117 million dirhams for projects worth a total value of 365 million dirhams were discussed at the Gulf Organization for Industrial Consulting. The meeting was in coordination with Dubai Exports, the export promotion agency for the Department of Economic Development in Qatar, where a Dubai matchmaking day was implemented over 2 days. The matchmaking was aimed to promote cooperation between main GCC contractors and their potential subcontractors in the UAE, GCC and the rest of the world across various industry sectors. 86% of participants expressed full satisfaction in the event, and more than 74% praised the way in which it was organised. The Director of Export Market Development at Dubai Exports, Mohammed Al-Kamali, stated that the meetings resulted in a variety of suggestions and mechanisms to strengthen the role of UAE and Gulf companies in the industrial sector and boost exports among GCC countries through contracts between suppliers and manufacturers of raw materials. Online trading is taking the region by storm, and industry players are now going global, with experts saying that the appeal of OT is due to cutting out the middleman broker, saving on transaction fees, and being able to immediately monitor and make transactions. Experts say that figures show that out of the $3 trillion in foreign currency trading worldwide, OT accounts for over $60 billion. With stiff competition from numerous online trading platforms, the challenge now is to offer the best online platform that offers multiple trading platforms. Mubasher Financial Services launched MubasherDoTrade.com in Dubai today, a universal trading platform that allows private investors to trade on MENA, GCC and US stock exchanges via a web-based application through one single account. The concept caters to both the casual and sophisticated trader, including equities, exchange-traded funds, options, forex, commodities and equity contracts for difference.
Clients can basically, from one account that they open with Mubasher in Bahrain or in Dubai, access up to 40 international equity and derivatives markets. This allows a client, for example, to trade in Dubai in the morning. After selling his positions, he can move that money to America and trade again in the evening on the American market. Next morning, he can move his money back from the US and trade in Dubai.
Customers over the last 10 years, with the bust and boom cycles that we've seen, have definitely learned their lessons in where they place their trust in terms of investing. The old ways of picking out stocks, which is more to do with lounge trading and tips and so on and so forth, have yielded very little results. If anything, it produced a lot of losses for investors. And now they know that this is not an investment philosophy that they can follow for the long term.
Etihad Airways has increased its stake into Virgin Australia from 3.95% as reported on Tuesday to 4.99% according to Emirates news agency WAM. It added that the airline is interested in building an even larger stake after approvals. So with that, let's now take a look at the stock indices across the GCC. And looking to other business news, finance chiefs of the group of 7 leading industrialised powers held emergency talks on the Eurozone debt crisis today in a sign of heightened global alarm about the threat posed by strains inside the 17-nation monetary union. A Greek election on June the 17th could lead Athens to leave the single currency and precipitate yet more economic turbulence. So what are the chances of this happening, and what is seen as the most viable option to avoid an exit? Well, we earlier spoke with Dauba-Pantanacce, the senior economist at Standard Chartered Bank.
Well, probably the scenario that would lead to maybe a debacle for the European position of Greece would be a major win from the radical left Syriza, which would then mean that they would get the 50 seats premium in the assembly. And at the same time, it would be difficult to see how they could form a coalition, hence another uncertainty for Greece, while at the same time sending the message that the first party that took over is a party that is against all the austerity measures that are part of the aid package. The second scenario that is possible is the current one, is the New Democracy that gets the biggest amount of votes and get the 50 seats premium. But then the question is, if Syriza is still in second place, will New Democracy get enough seats from other parties to form a pro-bailout coalition, and namely with PASOK? So we would certainly be, again, in a time of uncertainty. So I think that the scenario where everything goes according to the plan is really where New Democracy not only gets the first position and the 50 seats premium, but PASOK also improve its turnout or election results compared to the current polls. And in that case, they really manage to have a clear majority at the assembly and can implement the austerity measures.